the fuck is going? Oh shit, she about to jump out. The fuck? She about. Oh shit. Oh god damn. Hold on right here.
So we gonna go from Oakland to Antioch, then back to Oakland, bro. I heard Antioch been acting up.
A grocery store smash and grab took a bizarre and terrifying turn today. A police officer ended up trapped inside the getaway car with an armed suspect. It all started at the Food Max. NBC's Jody Hernandez joins us now from Antioch with the new details. Jody, what happened?
Rajwa, the front doors to this Food Max are boarded up, and the store is back in business tonight. But I'll tell you, things got off to a scary start this morning.
I think it's definitely crazy. My daughter goes to school right up the street, so that's scary and it is crazy.
That's how Food Max shoppers are reacting after a scary smash and grab took a violent turn in Antioch this morning. Police say 3 masked men rammed a car through the front doors at about 5:15 this morning and began stealing alcohol while one of the men
Rammed a car into a front of a Food Max for some alcohol, then drove off with the officer. Sergeant probably like, how you end up in a car?
threatened a worker with a gun.
That was just their main point, was to go in there and get the alcohol.
A woman whose husband was working inside says employees called police as they hid in the back of the store.
They just said that they called 911 and then the cops showed up pretty quickly.
But when police arrived, things took another dangerous turn. Police say one of the robbers rammed the getaway car into an occupied police cruiser, damaging it. Then we're told a suspect pulled an officer into the getaway car during a scuffle. Then they took off with the officer still trapped inside.
Trapped in a car, yeah, that's pretty wild to hear. I guess, that's actually kind of shocking because I wouldn't think they'd actually grab a police officer and take them hostage. All this over alcohol?
Tonight, investigators say after repeatedly demanding the suspect stop, the officer in that getaway car opened fire, shooting one of the suspects, who then crashed.
All this shit over some Casamigo, bro. All this shit over some Casamigo.
That's where police arrested the wounded man who suffered non-life-threatening injuries.
This is pretty crazy. I just woke up and my husband told me he had something to show me, and he took me to the window and there were like 10 police cars down there. It's definitely a crazy sight to wake up to.
Police say the other 2 suspects ran from the Food Max scene and are still on the loose tonight. Shoppers and workers are rattled and in disbelief.
I mean, it's shocking, and I hope that the officer's okay, and I hope that they find all the suspects.
Unfortunately, they get hit all the time, and this is not a first-time occurrence for them getting robbed and stuff.
Now, other business owners in this shopping center say thieves have also targeted other businesses before, but they say this is by far the scariest. Reporting live in Antioch, I'm Jody Hernandez, NBC Bay Area News.
So it sounds like one of the culprits got away. They gonna tell on you, bro. All this shit over some alcohol. It's crazy. Like, who y'all finna sell this alcohol to, bro? Let me know. Please tell me you got an alcohol plug. You the alcohol plug. So yeah, like I say, Antioch been pretty turned up. I heard a young lady lost her life last night. Rest in peace to her. Condolences to her family, bro. This shit.
Police are investigating the murder of a 20-year-old in Antioch. They said she was shot and killed at an apartment complex on Sycamore Drive Thursday night. Authorities haven't released any information about the suspect. They did say, however, that he is known to police. For updates on this developing story, head over to NBC Bay.
Video from a homicide earlier tonight in Antioch, California.
But yeah, man, rest in peace to her, man. Condolences to her family once again. Usual suspect. They say he familiar with the cops, bro. They on his ass. You know, it's they say that's a bad part of town, bro.
Antioch,
nigga, I'm out
as
here,
Sycamore Hood
motherfucking Antioch,
tours.
Sycamore, nigga, home of the motherfucking booty eaters, pill poppers, the zombies, the zombie niggas out here, niggas, the pussy. I can't come out here and visit Sycamore, nigga, then. What's out here, Sycamore? What's out here, nigga? Nigga, I'm in Antioch, nigga, I'm in Sycamore, nigga. I'm in Sycamore, Antioch, nigga, I'm good, nigga.
But yeah, bro, if you remember, they got bad establishment. You know what I'm saying? They starting wrong with the leadership already in that city, so it's just gonna be a ripple effect. So it start from the top, really.
Basically, ruined my life.
One by one.
When it comes to these officers, it's always their word against ours.
Antioch residents and plaintiffs who are now suing the city and several police officers shared their stories after a report released by the FBI and local officials found some 45 of its 99 police officers sent and received racist messages dating back to 2019. "I'll bury that N-word in my fields," said one text. Another said, "Bro, they all look the same," to which an officer then responded, "I feel like I'm at the zoo." There were multiple texts referring to black people as gorillas and monkeys. One officer even appeared to admit, "Since we don't have video, I sometimes just say people gave me a full confession when they didn't."
These officers supposed to be protecting and serving, and they out here hurting and killing people.
Jarrell Cobbs' son is one of the 5 plaintiffs in the federal lawsuit.
And it's crazy, bro, because even with all that, some would argue all the officers that they laid off is the reason why the city is the way it is now, bro. Get that.
Says the officers texted about brutally beating him.
What did they say?
They said that my son's head is like a bowling ball. They try to kick him unconscious, and they bragged about it and laughed about it.
Tension in the city has been high. Mayor Lamar Thorpe became emotional during a council meeting last week after a resident who was defending the officers accused him of misconduct.
I am sick and tired of being attacked by these people in this community.
Why do you think that these officers felt so bold to be able to write these text messages?
The culture. Because in no place would this be acceptable unless the culture said it was acceptable.
Now, we reached out to the Antioch Police Officers Association and have not heard back. The chief of the department, he issued a statement last week condemning those racist texts and the behavior of the officers. Tony?
Shocking there. Elise, thank you very much.
And speaking of mayors, bro, get this. They didn't rob the mayor in Oakland, bro.
It's just not safe.
How did Oakland Mayor Barbara Lee's city-owned Ford Expedition get stolen? A spokesperson for the Oakland Police Union tells us it's a troubling but telling tale.
When the mayor's office is broken into, her car is stolen and dumped in Vallejo, everybody is at risk.
OPOA spokesman Sam Singer says the car was stolen around 10 a.m. on President's Day. City offices were closed for the holiday.
An individual broke into the mayor's office, jimmied the door somehow, took the key to the mayor's car and stole it.
The Oakland Police Department confirmed to ABC7 Eyewitness News that the car was stolen, adding it was recovered hours later without any more details. OPD says its officers are following up on potential leads as part of an ongoing investigation.
They have a suspect or suspects in mind and are looking for them now. The car was recovered in Vallejo yesterday. This says a lot about how bad crime in Oakland really is.
In a statement to ABC7, Mayor Lee wrote, quote, "No one in Oakland should have to worry about their car being stolen, whether they're a resident, a city worker, or the mayor. Public safety is a priority across our entire city." OPD and the mayor's office did not answer our questions about whether the mayor's official SUV is kept in a secure garage, nor what steps they're taking to ensure this does not happen again.
I imagine the mayor and her staff's morale ought to be pretty low. They're supposed to protect their office, the city, the residents. When her own office is at risk, it says a lot about how much Oakland is at risk.
There were nearly 6,500 reported stolen cars in Oakland last year, according to city data. In Oakland, Monica Madden, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
6,500 stolen cars, bro. That's unacceptable, bro. Then they do this shit on President's Day. No respect for the mayor. I ain't gonna lie, bro. As you can see, crime running rampant throughout the whole Bay Area. Really, they can't get the hold on the reins, bro. I wonder how they gon' what they gonna do, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Some of the natives will argue that the influx of thugs from throughout the whole Bay Area is the reason Antioch is the way it is today, bro.
Is it just me, or what the hell is going on in Antioch right now? I feel like the last 2 years, Antioch has been on the radar. At this point, it's getting worse than Oakland, worse than Richmond. I don't care who comes in the comments and says, what about Oakland or Richmond? Antioch is crazy. And let me tell you why. I think everybody's migrating from all these neighborhoods all the way to Antioch because it's not cheap, but it's probably the cheapest to live. And they mix in with other hoods because all the hoods is moving there. So Antioch, get y'all shit together.
Antioch been had thugs. Don't even do that shit, bro. I don't blame that shit on the whole. Nah, it is, bro. I gotta agree with them, bro. Y'all done went out there, fucked Antioch up, bro. But it's cool. Hopefully they get to work. But like I say, bro, you see the establishment. You see how they rock racist in a motherfucker. Talking about kicking motherfuckers' heads in like bowling ball. Boy, somebody get them, bro. That's why they went in there and stole all that liquor, bro. That was chunky reparations, bro. Chunk rep, bro.
Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Ay, I need that cheese like a grater, ho. Don't play me like no cent, cause I never capped a saver, ho. Yeah, but you can fucking be my waiter, ho. Long as you get paper, ho, cause shit, that's what the paper's for. Y'all niggas chasing dough, but what we racing for? But we ain't racing, we just don't know how to make it slow. Know how to make it grow. Sell a bitch the game. You gotta charge a bitch hard, it just ain't the same. My young nigga, he insane, he'll yank your brain. You wanna sit up and complain, I want the finer things. I told that bitch to make it shake, they gon' make it rain. We get the money by the hundreds, cause it ain't a thing. You a funny nigga, huh, that's just how you was made. If she listen up to me, then we is getting paid.